Happy Lantern Right, everyone. Zibai is finally here, and I don't want to waste any time pulling, so let's get straight to it. This is going to be my wishing spot, and hopefully, the Lunar New Year will bless us. What we are going to aim for, we need C6 Goro, C6 Illuga, and hopefully maybe C6 I know, but this is kind of unrealistic. So I would say, worst case scenario, we would like to have C2 Illuga at least, and maybe C2 Goro, and C1 I know. We have 200 pulls. I'm not sure how far that's going to get us, but let's just see what we get. I'm currently at 20 PTs, so only need a couple to reach the first 5-star PT. That's 10. I want to see what the first 4-star we get is going to be. I know C1, that's good. We're going to need multiple 4-star copies. We do not want weapons, please. I need Goro and Illuga, please, at least give me Illuga early. Did I just... Why am I getting weapons? Please, Illuga. Oh my god. I am only getting Ainos. That is C3 Aino now. Oh my god, please. Wait, that... No, that's not early. This is at 70 PT. Mika, you aren't even on the banner. That is the wrong polar muser. And I lost my 50-50. Beautiful. Just wonderful. And this is why you always come prepared. What the heck is going on? So, for some weird reason, my system froze up. But, we have Illuga now. What is left now is to pull Zibai and hopefully still try to get some Illuga cons. We're currently at about, I believe, 10 PT into guaranteed. Also. 2 4-stars, that's what we like to see. That is C2 Goro and C4 Aino. What we would love right now is to get C2 Illuga. That's C1 secured. That is C3 Goro, I believe. 100 pulls left. So already 100 down. C4 Goro. Please, can you just give me one more Illuga con? And we should be close to PT also by now. Farizan yet on the banner, but at least we have C2 Illuga now. Oh, C3 Illuga. That's good, that's good. I think this... So my system froze once again, forgetting that Zibai is finally here. And honestly, I'm so happy to have her. It is a guarantee, but what can you do? At least now, Illuga is C3. So let's just try and get more constellations on him. On our 4-stars. Because honestly, I don't really feel like I'm going for anyone in Not Cry anytime soon. If I can just get 2 Goros. That's C5. Okay. I wish that was Illuga though, but it is what it is. Let us finish this up. $40 pulls left. That is C4 Illuga, I think. 20 pulls left. Woo! Oh my god. That's actually crazy. This is C5 Illuga now, I think. And C5 Aino. 20 pulls left. Please, please, please. Damn, C6 Goro. It is what it is, I guess. Can't win anymore. Well, it is what it is. Zibai is finally here. And we're going to build that in a second, but let's see what our first constellations are, starting with Illuga. Huh? Oh my god, there's no way. He's actually C6? No. There's no actual way. There's no actual way he's C6. I'll just get him to C2 for now. But let's see the other constellations. I believe Goro should be C6 now. Yeah, Goro is C6. And then I guess the last one to check is probably Aino. Wait, Aino is also C6. Damn, okay. That's actually so good because now I have a budget Columbina I can just use on the other side of the abyss. And I think C6 Aino is actually also DPS Columbina's best teammate. So I guess I'll experiment with that later on. But damn, this is actually a pretty amazing pool session. Like, despite the up and downs of everything, I can't believe it. So we have C6 Aino, we have C6 Goro, and we have C6 Illuga. Nah, that's actually crazy though. That's actually crazy. Yeah, let's just get him to C3 for now. I guess what we'll do now is that we're going to focus on building Zibai next. Hey, what's this? That which has lost its power. Oh, I guess it's a kind of special item we can use once we get that to friendship level 6. But anyways, as for the usual routine, we're going to start with the levels, followed by her weapon, artifacts, and then we finish up with the talents. Although I only have enough resources to crown her skill and not enough for her boss, but I'm going to spend this week getting her entire team geared out. But I also still need resources for both Illuga and Goro. But I guess we'll see how everything goes. Let's just do this for now. And that takes care of the levels. Next up, weapons. I'm going to be using Furina's signature as it's the best stat sticker for Zibai right now. But for a more free-to-play friendly option, you can use the Flute of Its Pixel or even Harbinger of Dawn at R5. Just be sure to make sure your HP is above 90% so you can get the most benefit out of the crit rate it gives you from the passive. Moving on to artifacts. As usual, the artifacts are already pre-farmed for, so we don't need to worry too much about that. This is going to be my circlet, my goblet, pretty good, my sand, my feather, and my flower. Overall, I feel like these are pretty decent rolls for my build. And now, we'll round up with the talents. Our skill is the most important aspect of our kit, as it's where most of our damage comes from. So I'm just going to level this as high as I can get it, and then try and level the burst too, because it also does good amount of damage. But I don't think I'll be able to max it right now. I'm going to farm some more later and try and get both of them to double 10. Now, just the burst left. Okay, I guess that's close enough. I'm going to try and farm more of these. So, for a final Zibai build, she's going to be level 90 out of 90, 2700 defense, 224 elemental mastery, 50 crit rate, over 303 crit damage with 210 ER, weapon, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, artifacts, Night of Skies Unveiling, Constellation C0, and talents 10 and 7. I'm going to try and level up our boss as much as I can. But overall, I believe my Zibai is actually pretty decently built. Fast forwarding a week later, I'm finally ready to max out Zibai's talents. Now we can finally get this up to 8, 9, 10. And that is double crowned. As for Zibai's teammates, I'm going to be playing her with Columbina, Illuga, and Goro, as together they form a very strong core for her to operate in. For the team's build, Columbina is going to be on the prototype Amber, and the alpha set she's going to be running is the build of Morning Star and Moon, as it increases her personal damage. Illuga, on the other hand, is max ascended. He has 1009 elemental mastery, which is very good and important for him, and I managed to get a healthy amount of energy recharge for him to burst every rotation. His weapon is going to be the Dragon's Bane, as it provides him the highest amount of elemental mastery available, and the advice set he's going to be using is the Silky Moon Serenade, as it's the best for him once you have him at C2. But currently mine is C3, and I'm going to get him to C6 after we're done initially testing him. Talents are 10, and I'm going to max this out later. And finally we have Goro, who I chippened out on a bit as I'm trying to save resources. I ended up having to build all 3 Geo characters in 1 week, and it really took a lot out of me. But anyways, he has over 1000 defense, and I managed to get him a lot of energy recharge so he can burst almost consistently every rotation. But I think this is honestly a very good amount. Maybe like 1 more energy recharge roll and he should be good to go. His weapon is going to be the Favonius Wobble, and the alpha set I'm running him on is Instructors. These aren't even fully leveled as well, but I mean, it is what it is. Constellation, he's C6, his C4 being really good because that allows him to act as a sort of pseudo healer on the team. His healing isn't that much, but it's very nice, and the C6 is being the best because it gives you a lot of crit damage. Talent is going to be 11 and 4, which is mostly alright, I suppose. And yeah, that's just the team. So I guess what we're going to do now, we're just going to test them out. So an average of 123,000, not too bad. Now let's try it out against a tanky enemy that actually moves around for a more practical demonstration. Jesus, what? This is one of the tanky enemies in the game and the boss is already dead. That's actually a crazy ton of damage. What the heck? Looking for a much tankier enemy, I finally settled on Bronze Log, the local legend, as he has a very large health pool. So I guess we'll just see how much damage you can do to him in one rotation. Oh my god, that's almost the entire boss's health pool. But I think that's a pretty successful run. Safe to say, she does crazy amounts of damage. Now, let's see what happens when we remove all of our restraints. First off, we get Illuga to C6. And finally, we max out his talents. Wonderful. Let's see how much damage our Zibai is going to do now. I'm going to quickly go through the rotation again, and we're going to see how much closer I am to defeating this time around. Doing over 300 kills now. Holy damn! We actually just killed it in one rotation. That's crazy. Before I couldn't put up any defenses. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Let's go see how the improvement is in Star Wonderland. That is kind of insane. So last time her damage average was around 120k. But let's see how much of an improvement she has gotten now. I'm not too sure what the best rotation is, but I'll try my best. Damn, that's insane. So she's about 140k to 150k. 150k, that's crazy. That's a very crazy jump. I'm honestly so happy to finally have a Geo DPS because she's my very first one. I do have Noelle, but she's not C6 yet, so I could never really use her. But now we have the beautiful Zibai, and I am honestly so happy about that. But to finish up, I guess we're going to take her into Stygian Onslaught and see how she does against the boss. So my current time is 119 seconds. Let's see how much I can shave off of that. Well, here goes. Damn, 86 seconds. That's insane. That's crazy. What the heck? Wow. Yeah, I'm so happy I have Zibai now. I'm speechless. With that said and done, I would still like to push her damage over 400k per skill hit. I do think there's room for improvement if I could possibly upgrade my grow a bit more. And for all I know, there might also be another possible teammate coming for her soon. But we'll have to wait and see. For now, I'm just going to be using this, and I think she does exceedingly well for what she does. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.